Hello drivers, in this video we will be going over the required decals for the ST class of the Ricmotech Sportscar Series. Much as with the GS class, there have been some changes if you've already seen that video. First off, we have the new Extreme Motorsports sectioning body decal. Again, that has also been in use in the Ricmotech World Challenge since the beginning of Season 1 of 2019. That is going to be on all of the sports car road racing series cars moving forward at Extreme Motorsports. The banner up top, as we see, this is the open class. It is in Ricmotech red, as usual, and has had a minor correction to keep the text from falling off into the edge of the window. As we go over the nose of the car, let's rotate a little bit. We can see the Sports Car Series badge has replaced the SCCA decal. Apex Racing TV, our broadcast partner, has replaced BF Goodrich, and we have added the Proforma Elite Texas Graphics logo. That is the decal of our Associate Series sponsor. Again, the changes in iRacing are now allowing us to present a more authentic and realistic look on the cars, and we want to take full advantage of that. On the side, we have the IMSA Continental Tire Series style number plate. It is a field of gold with black numbers, whereas the GS class is a black field with gold numbers. Again, this emulates what the Continental Tire Series was doing before they moved over to Michelin. We see the new ST open decal. It is similar to the GS decal in that it still features the class being in that bright neon green text, and the open designation being in Ricmotech red. As we move to the rear of the car, we see, much as with the GS class, the new Ricmotech Real Gear decal on the back of the car. Again, this is a brand that is being pushed by Ricmotech, and this emulates the VP Racing Fuels decal, and we're going to take full advantage of that to help provide a little more exposure for that brand. Moving to the rear of the car, we have taken over the license plate area now that we can. And we see the ST open class designation with a red field and the Ricmotech Sportscar Series logo. We see we have the series badge, again following IMSA regulations for GS and ST as they stood for the Continental Tire Series. Those series designations were required in those areas of the car. We're doing the same thing. We are using the Arial font. Pretty much the Mazda did that anyway, but again, as we are not using the iRacing numbering system and we are not using trading paints, we are going to be stamping those numbers on for you. So it is important that we get a clean paint scheme from all the drivers without these decals exported onto the car. And there we go, the number plate again. You can see the side of the car. We have removed the BF Goodrich and other stickers that were down here. You can now utilize that territory to your heart's content to help push any sponsors or partners that you need to, or equipment that you run that you may want to provide a little exposure for. Now we will move on into the ST Pro Class decal set. And there's not a lot of significant change between the ST Open Class and ST Pro Class, other than the ST Pro is designated with a black field on the decals and the Ricmotech banner. Again, just a little bit of correction here to keep the the text from falling off of the banner. But as we move around the car, we'll see the ST Pro, also a complete field of black now. Only the open features the Ricmotech red. As we move to the rear of the car, we see the same thing with the tag area. It is that black field with the highlight green lettering. And that continues on the other side of the car. So you see with these decals, there is there's a lot more freedom for you as a driver to paint your car up as well, other than we do have these required areas that we want to take advantage of. Let's move on now to the Ricmotech Contingency Program decal set. Again, this is unavailable for open class drivers, so we're not going over any decal changes for the open class. This is a pro class only program, so let's go over that now. And now we have the Ricmotech Contingency Driver Pack loaded. If you watched the video for the GS class, you'll see the same things, whereas we have a different series badge. It features black Ricmotech text with white lettering designating that this is a contingency driver. As we go to the side of the car, we see that new Ricmotech logo with the contingency driver sticker on the side of the car. We're trying to be as unobtrusive as possible and have the decals always be lined up in a specific way so that you can anticipate where to go with your paints. If you do sign up for the contingency program after starting with the league, we can put that decal on for you. Again, that's another reason why it's so important to send us a clean paint in case you do sign up for such a program, or we need to add or remove a sponsor, or even change your number, because again, we are not using the iRacing numbering system. All drivers at Extreme Motorsports register with a number that is assigned to them for the entirety of their time. It could change from season to season, but it is definitely going to be assigned to you by the league. So now that we've gone over the decals themselves, let's address the painting requirements. When you download the decal template from the website, you will see that it is in this black and white sepia. That is to provide a visual cue for your painter to make sure to not export this decal layer with the paint. It is very important that these paints be submitted to the league, because we are not using trading paints. They do need to be submitted. It is very important that they be submitted clean, without any decals on them, without the default iRacing decals, without our decal template. But these areas are areas that we are going to use, from the series shields in the areas that they're in, to the rear tag, to the real gear logos where VP Racing Fuel would be in real life on these cars, in the battery tender series. You see we have the number block on the rear clearly specified for you, so you know that's the area where your number will go. And for those numbers, drivers, if there are changes that you need made, you have a certain paint scheme and the white number is not going to show up, a black number is not going to show up, we will handle that for you. We will make sure the number is placed in a way that it will be visible in the race and on the broadcast. Likewise, we can also work with you if some of these decals need to be positioned just a little differently to help with your paint. So communication is key with this. We definitely want to put a great product out for our broadcast to attract more sponsors, to attract more drivers. But we also want to take care of you as the driver. We want to provide a fun and immersive experience for you. So if you do run into trouble where you need something moved to help with your paint, we're an email away at any time, and we'll be more than happy to work with you to make sure that your paint meets league requirements and that we can get these decals in place. It is no problem at all. So again, if you're a new driver, thank you for your interest in the Ricmotech Sportscar Series. And for those of you who are established drivers, we want to thank you again for your continued participation. And thank you for watching this video so that we can move forward with the series and get these new decals out for Season 2 of 2019 and moving forward.